G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So jumping straight into Go Battle League, and I'm currently rank 8 even though you can't see it. So we're sitting in Master League and only a very slight change in my team. So I was running Giratina, Groudon, Mewtwo. So going to change that up and literally change Groudon to the lead. So hitting a lot of Dialgas, a lot of Melmetals on the lead. So switch to Groudon and let's hope we can catch some of those really nice leads. So first match in here, let's see what we get. So, like I said, hoping to catch some Dialga, and first one is the Dialga there. So, for this one, I'm going to throw straight Earthquake, which I've since realised is probably not the best play. Everyone basically shields up that first, well, I've not ever seen anyone no shield the first charge move, so best to just throw that Fire Punch and be done with it. So they switch into the Togekiss, and the only answer I have to this in my team is the Mewtwo. So switch straight into the Mewtwo and start putting on some shield pressure here, and let's see what we get. So unfortunately they get to their charge move first. I think it's going to be an aerial ace, which I would survive, and it's a flamethrower, so it takes me out. So really brutal there. Would have really liked to shield that one up, but it is what it is. So in comes the Togekiss, so out goes Togekiss, in comes the Dialga, and then throw the superpower. So it's Dialga versus Groudon, didn't last long. So in comes my Giratina, so I decide to no shield the first one. It is the Fire Punch, so happy days. So I'm going for the shield bait myself and trying to get the boost. They did not shield and I did not get the boost. So the next one comes through. Do I shield? Do I not shield? Decided to shield up and it's another Fire Punch, so that's really bad for me. At this point I try to throw my own Ominous Wind, don't get it. Throw the Ominous Wind. They no shield that. I mean, that is insane. No shield it. Throw the next one. They shield that up, and then they're able to fast move farm me down. So that no shield right there near the end, absolutely insane. So got a really nice matchup, but wasn't able to capitalize on that because of some of the shielding situation. So on the lead, out comes Melmetal, and they switch in Dialga, so that's really good for me. So I'm going to lead this in because I have got Giratina in the back that can also handle Melmetal. So that's the plan, is to save that one and throw the Giratina against the Melmetal when it comes back in, and hopefully I can get this out of here. So they decide to no shield the second charge move, which is fine. I will throw another Fire Punch, and I get their second shield, so that's absolutely perfect here. So I am going to have to shield this up, otherwise it is going to take me out. And they decide to swap into their Togekiss, so instant swap into the Mewtwo, saving the energy on the Groudon. So throw the Side Strike to get some damage. Aerial Ace comes through and doesn't quite do enough to finish me off, but they are able to fast move farm me down. So bring out my own Giratina here to do some damage, and let's see what comes out. So they have got a fairly weak Dialga and a almost full health Melmetal in the back. So Dialga comes out, able to take that down with the Ominous Wind pretty easily. Throw my next charge move into the Melmetal and then come out and Fire Punch. So I did have enough energy for the Earthquake. 100% should have thrown the Earthquake in that instance. Shields were down, so 100% throw the Earthquake, but the Fire Punch did do enough to KO. Obviously, it being straight Steel type, I'm going to be taking super effective damage from that Fire Punch. The Dialga only takes neutral damage because the Dragon typing along with the Steel. So again, another Melmetal on the lead, and swap straight into their Togekiss, so I counter straight into the Mewtwo there. So overfarm a tiny bit there, and throw this energy. Let's see what we get. So we do get the first shield, which is absolutely outstanding. Throw into the second Side Strike there and get the second shield. So there are two shields down here. throw the Ancient Power and decide to shield up myself. Happy to go one shield down in this matchup. Well, one shield advantage, and then able to fast move, farm it down, leaving a slither of health on Mewtwo, so that's absolutely perfect. No farm for whatever comes in. And now I'm thinking, and I make a huge mistake here in bringing Giratina. 100% the play is to bring in the Groudon, because if they have a Kyogre in the back, and as soon as I pressed this I thought, oh, that's the wrong move. So what I was hoping for is for them to swap out, but I mean, I should have just brought the Groudon in. Able to do enough damage there and throw another Ominous Wind to take it out. And then out comes the Groudon. So I'm looking at the health I have. Can I get to this Shadow Ball? I'm able to get to the Shadow Ball, so that's absolutely perfect. Shadow Ball up and switch out because I don't want them farming any more energy. And the question is, can I get to the Earthquake? I've got the shield, so throw the shield up for the first Surf, and really hoping to get to this Earthquake before they get to another Surf. Able to get there and take this out. So had I thrown the Groudon in, that would have been a really easy win. In that instance, it looked like a pretty strong win because I had so much health on the Groudon. But Surfs coming through from Kyogre on Groudon just absolutely shred it. So in that one, wrong swap in, but still able to recover and take that match. So again, another Melmetal lead. So this is just crazy. So many Melmetals and Dialgas, which is why I swapped to Groudon on the lead. So they superpower and then dip out of there and then bring in the Dialga. So absolutely fine with me. So for this one, because I had so much extra energy, I'm just going to throw the Earthquake straight away, but I do get the shield, so that's the second shield. So I decide to shield this one up myself. They are down a shield here, which is absolutely fine. Able to get to my next Earthquake, which is going to be taking out the Dialga. They come in with the Dragonite, so that's okay with me. So I'm going to need to bring in my Mewtwo here, and then they make an absolutely outstanding swap. When I throw my Psy Strike, it's able to do a little bit more damage, so I charge up a little bit of energy on the Mewtwo before I switch out. And so my win condition here is Psy Strike on the on the Dragonite when they come back in, so I cannot shield this Giratina, and I will throw the Ominous Wind after over farming to get extra energy. So throw the Ominous Wind and actually manage to get the boost, which is really good. Come in, they're throwing a Dragon Claw. I know my win condition is the Mewtwo in the back there, so as it turns out, I should have thrown my should have saved up and thrown a Shadow Ball there. Was not quite able to do so, and then come in with the Mewtwo and throw the Psy Strike and take it out. So good game right there, and pretty solid win in the end, so really good for me. So jumping into the next one, so Zekrom, so not ideal. They're going to have probably Crunch and Outrage. The first one, I think it was too quick, so no shield here. And it was the Crunch, does a little bit of damage, and then they get out of there, swap into their Mewtwo. I'm not 100% sure how they got to that charge move so quickly. I think there was possibly a little bit of lag, but they did get to that charge move really quickly, and then they got to their second one before I could get to a charge move as well, which is even worse. So had to shield that second one up. Going to throw the Ominous Wind, and then they decided to not shield that, and then I am able to farm that down. So out comes the Zekrom. I am going to throw the Shadow Ball. Hopefully this will connect. Unfortunately, shielded up, and now we're down to even shield. So going to bring out the Groudon again and see what we get. So unfortunately got the second shield there, and then just going to throw the Fire Punch to try and do a bit of chip damage. So this is going to do absolutely nothing, and then they're farming up, over farm too much, and I'm able to get to the Psy Strike on the Mewtwo, take that out, and out comes the Groudon. So this is going to be not too bad for me in the end. I've got the shield, so whether it's a fire punch or not, I've charged up to the double side strike here, and we'll be able to throw the double side strike and take out this Groudon. Unfortunately, it was able to get fast moves off in between, so had we CMP tied, might have been a little bit of a bad situation to be in, but able to take that one out, and as you can see, made 4-1 on that set, so really happy with that. And to top it off, managed to get the Rufflet, so really good there to get the Rufflet, because obviously I want those candies. So let's jump straight into the next one and see what we get. So again, leading with the Groudon and into the Groudon mirror match. I hate this match. So the mirror match is just, do they bait or are they throwing the straight move? So here, I think that they're baiting. They throw the move. Absolutely caned me. I throw the fire punch here, and they've swapped out perfectly and no shielded on the Giratina. They're able to... And again, I think they're going to be baiting. They are baiting, which is good, but they get the boost. So then now they've got a boosted Giratina, which is just brutal. So able to call the bait correctly, but with that boost, it puts me in a really rough spot. So throw straight into the next Ominous Wind, expecting them to shield. They do, because obviously they want to keep a boosted Giratina in. So really good for them, and really smart play there. They undercharged, knowing to try and get a little bit of extra energy. So I'm going to shield this one up, even though I know it's going to be an Ominous Wind, and it is. But they do want to do as much chip damage as possible, get to my Side Strike, and throw that, and then finally take out the Giratina. In comes a Dialga, which is just a bit rough for me. Try to swap this out, and they swap absolutely perfectly and are able to soak this charge move on their own Groudon, which is just brutal. Here is where I make another mistake, and I decide to shield this up. They go through the fire punch, and then I throw my energy here and take this out. So I should have just let this go. Because the Dialga comes back in, it's got energy, and it's going to throw it straight away on the Mewtwo. So really bad plays there by me, and just whole wrong shielding. Really great swaps by the opposition, and they were able to take that game. So good game right there. So jumping into the next one, and we'll see what we get on the lead. So hopefully another good lead here. Groudon into Dialga, so that is actually very good for me. So by this stage, I've learnt that if you're facing on a Groudon, Dialga, save up and throw. They've got two shields. Throw the fire punches. They're always going to shield up. So Landorus came in. I had to think about it, because this is, don't see many Landorus. Swap in the Mewtwo, expecting this to be the Earth Power. It is. So shield that one up. They get to another one. So again, this is probably going to be an Earth Power, but I will let that go. It does a huge amount of damage on the Mewtwo. I'm going to overfarm a little bit, and then throw my charge move. I get the second shield there, and then I'm able to get to my Side Strike before they get able to get to another Earth Power, and able to take it out. Shield advantage and Wind Switch advantage, so absolutely huge for me. So out comes the Dialga, Giratina here. So they're charging up. I save my energy, throw the Shadow Ball straight up. If this is a Shadow Ball, it's not going to take me out, and my win is having throwing an Earthquake on the Giratina. So out comes the Earthquake on the Dialga. Out comes the Dialga. I switch into the Groudon, one-shot the Dialga, and then they leave the game, because that is good game right there. So really good game right there. And then we'll jump straight into the next one and see what we get. So really good game there, and able to maintain alignment, which is what you want to do. So Groudon into Dialga, again, really good. So like I said, if you've got two shields, charge up to the Earthquake and throw the Fire Punch. I don't think I've seen anyone no shield the first charge move coming from Groudon onto the Dialga. So in comes the Togekiss, switch out into my Mewtwo, and I want to throw that energy, because the rest of my team doesn't like Togekiss when shields are up. So this is the Ancient Power, shield that up, and then throw my energy. Out comes the Dialga, and it decides to throw its energy, which is absolutely perfect. Happy to let that go. So out comes the Groudon, throw the Fire Punch, trying to grab that second shield, and going to throw back-to-back Fire Punches. Don't expect the next shield. Let's see what they want to do, and I'm able to charge it down just before it gets to the charge move. In comes Giratina, throw the Earthquake, and it shields. So now I've got the shield advantage, which is absolutely perfect. For this one, what will I do? I will shield this up. It is the Ominous Wind Bait, but that's fine. They're not going to be able to get to a Shadow Ball before I can get to mine and charge them down, as long as they didn't get the boost, which they didn't. So good game right there, and able to take that one. So jumping straight into the next match, and see what we get lined up against. So some really good leads here, and this is why I swapped, because I was seeing so many Dialga and Dialga and Melmetal leads. So this is a really bad lead for me. So unfortunately they decide to swap out into the Rhyperior. My best counter is the Mewtwo if shields are up. If I can get shields down, Dialga will do absolutely fine, but I need to get those shields down. So I'm going to match the shield now, expecting this to be the Rock Wrecker, which it is. I'm going to over farm just a little bit, and then throw my energy and see if I can get the second shield. I can't get the second shield. Togekiss comes out again, and it's a last second dash and made to get Psy Strike. So absolutely perfect. So we're now on one shield apiece. And what can I do here? So bring in the Groudon. Mud Shot's going to be doing absolutely nothing. Aerial Ace does absolutely nothing. So charge up to 2 Fire Punches almost, and then throw that Fire Punch and try and take that out. So it's decided to shield that up. So I will throw another Fire Punch. The charm damage is absolutely immense, and then out comes a Melmetal. So going to throw the Fire Punch there, no need to shield. The only thing that's going to take me out is a superpower, and if they decide to superpower, it'll debuff them, and I'll be able to take them out with my own Giratina in the back there. So absolutely perfect there. They recognised that after they didn't bait the shield out, and was able to take that game. So really good there, and moving straight into the next one, and again Dialga on the lead. So been really lucky with these leads, and like I said, so when there's 2 shields, you want to throw your Fire Punch. So charge up to Earthquake, throw your Fire Punch, and you will get a shield. So every single time I get a shield in that first one, I will obviously need to shield this as well. And let's see what they want to do. So I'm going to absolutely farm up to 2 Fire Punches, throw the Fire Punch, and let's see what I get. And I get the second shield. So let's see if I can get to my Earthquake first. I just lose the CMP there, so that's really bad. I'm going to shield up theirs and then throw straight into the Earthquake, and this will be KOing the Dialga. So the good thing about that is they didn't switch it out. So here I realise I'm not going to get to the Earthquake, so I just throw the Fire Punch instead. I do not want them to farm down. I've no shields. This is going to be the Shadow Ball, but it's not going to be enough to take me out from this range, and then I'm going to be able to take them out with my Shadow Ball because of the chip damage that I did with the Groudon. So out comes a Melmetal, and this is really good for me. So they're going to charge me down here. I'm going to come back in with the Groudon because they're going to have to throw energy because the electric type fast attack just does absolutely nothing. So they throw their energy. I come back in with Mewtwo, and this is going to be a little bit closer than I would like because they did have an energy advantage, and I am trying to save up for the Focus Blast, and then I probably could have thrown straight to Psy Strike there, but best to be safe because they weren't going to get to a third one, and able to take out that Melmetal. So really good game right there, and as you could see, pretty good on the leads and did really well with that. So 2 back-to-back 4-1 games, so really good there. Again, back-to-back 4-1s, back-to-back rufflets, so really good there. Only managed the great throw that time, so not quite as good, but did get the extra candy. If you want to improve your excellent throws, I've got a video, so I'll link to that now. So other than that, hopefully that was useful. Let's see what that does to my rating. Unfortunately, you cannot see what it is beforehand. 24-27, so pretty good there. Starting to move up the ranks. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully it was useful. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.